Hi, my name is Joshua Cueto, and here for Game Changing Tips. My game changing tip is how to create a music poster. So I'm going to teach you how to make a music poster. I typically like making music posters to further appreciate any music acts that I like, any singers that I like, and put them in poster form as if I was the one making merch for them. First, what I like to do is determine what music act you like. So whether it can be like a K-pop group or like a solo singer or like a band, choose whatever you like. Totally up to you. Second, actually starting on the poster, I like to start with the title. You ideally want it to be just big, bold graphics, so it's very in your face. If you want it to be a bit more subtle, again, all up to you. What I did over here is that I prepared some text already on Procreate. Again, this is for people who typically don't have any PCs that are strong enough to handle Illustrator or Photoshop. So you can totally do this on Procreate. You can even do this on free programs. Anything's possible. I put in this really fun graphic font that I'm gonna use. I like to play with the orientation of the font. Whoever said not to stretch your font, you're a liar and you're wrong. I like to stretch the font nice and well there. What I like doing when creating posters, I like prioritizing aesthetics over readability because let's be real, no one's commissioned you for these posters. You're making them for yourself out of pure passion. And if it looks cool, then do it. So I do that and then I put the same color right underneath and I merge everything together. And then I do a Gaussian blur for this text so that when I do a gradient map, there's gonna be a bunch of funky colors that'll pop up and everything will look really cool. See, like right here. You can play around with how the gradients look. Individual colors can be stronger or weaker, totally depends on your choice. And I think this is a good basis for our background, for our poster here. I like to add a picture of whoever is the artist that I'm making the poster of. We're gonna add Artemis over here. They're the K-pop girl group that I'm modeling this poster over. And what we're gonna do over here is that I'm gonna put in the same gradient map that I did for the background text, so that everything looks a bit more cohesive. Now, what I'm gonna do, since it is an album poster, I typically like putting in the names of the songs that are being used. So we're gonna do that as well. Again, I've already prepared it just so I could better show you guys. So these are the names of all the songs and I'm just gonna position them all right here where I want, and then I'm gonna rasterize them. You might notice that there are colors that may sort of look too close to each other that are within the same vibrancy as each other. A way to mitigate that sometimes, especially in Procreate, but you can probably find a way to translate this in another program. If you see colors like that, what you can do is that you can duplicate this layer, put it behind the text layer, and then change the color of it to a darker color that's within the same poster. So you can put in a Gaussian blur. It makes it look a bit more visible, in the grand sense of the poster. So then I start duplicating it a couple times more just to make it really pop up. Well, I might actually change the color, a more vibrant orange. So now that the poster is looking essentially complete, I like to add a couple finishing touches here and there to make it look and feel a little bit more official. I'm gonna add some flavor text on the bottom. Your usual stuff oh, this is copyrighted 2024, all rights reserved, Sometimes fake officialness makes things look a bit more interesting. So I've prepared that text as well, so I can further show you guys quickly. Makes everything look a lot more official looking if you were to say hang it up on a bedroom wall or on the wall of your office. Or if you were to find it hold it up inside the little K-pop album. And a little tip from me to you, hey, look at me, right here, look at me. If you feel that any of your artwork is missing a little bit of texture or pizzazz, put some noise on it. Noise is your best friend as a designer. So I'm gonna put in a little bit of noise. It dulls any sort of otherwise very harsh, dark colors, makes everything blend together a little bit more, doesn't make everything so sharp, but still leaves enough room to show any work that you've already done. Music poster.